I'll share a down for Frank Colano Betnam. Any.
Sa ene onim die atimi aye aboa ama ye how do na yatimi asia no
Enti se ohwe St Barnabas baby anomo ene baby o maduru hwemfoni ene anopai awofo mba ho onso omma no esori anopa mu siesie omo ho no e ma omo hu se omo nso dachi omma no ebegina baby pa awofo bi se afi no mahu so omma nso betimi aye bankers o metimi aye doctor o betimi aye di bia o mo anwene ho da senkwala no ebetumi no we ne Ghana fofora ye hihye we ne Ghana na nado danko kufo ado ato no fapemo a yen omampani abedi akire omampani abedi akire menua pani Mahamadu Baumia se obeto aso na Ghana ebeye fe
continuity
Ghana ebeye fe enti me de sabre me kan se we ya me kan se amayoni education ewo mimu minya kwanya eko si schools ema abrofo ewo America memu mabagana se enwumesua besesa na me hu we yi a na me hu nkwala no entare ehye wo mo na e kire me se ababa na abranti a osu ono so wo dachi enkwala a wo mo osu wo so wo dachi enkwala a wo mo amekom ewo kumase tamale ewo northern region wo so ewo dachi ye pe Ghana ehiafo eni eskafo ebetra dan ba akomosua de judge ba eni lebra ba ebetra classroom ba akon na judge ba atonensa afrani nua kodwo mensa ne papa e libra no amana ba ne fie ne birthday na kora no ko judge ne fie no ohu se de hositi a waka kire ho se me ma me ni bi na nso daache me nso menya dan bi ti sei na me ma me daache ayefe ni America kire Ghana for no se ensisaya ye de aba no mu oduo na ye bekoso amensisaya kese na aba Ghana na me de minim ne se menua pani Mahamadu Baumia wa hye me bo se Dr. Duchum ni a ofiti ase no me ba meto aso enwumasua ewo mimu eno ene dama kuma so entina me so ya no past 6 o'clock no nsia ne fa ne meduru adwumam oba Minister of Education 6:30 me wo honom fi se Ghana sesa ye tu kwa na che esese enya homeje esese ye page oman na ye nsu efiri ohiamu ekọ baabia ye ne abrofo ni nyina ebebope ne ayi ohia buruburu a ma nipa timi wuntam afiri ho motis yesi hospitals okọ Ghana nkro bebrebe ohun se photo fe boda ho ababa bini atwere ase painful exit gone too soon. What a shock. Ababa abrante okọ
Ebusuafo yenka ne yakanisen biem ne yehu ye yenka ene yakanisen biem we a massive transformation mega one pa akoso ewo education sector no emo na meje di sense ha akra omunwie bebre ene wo wani so ya wo beye de aka ho na yesese entretre communities aka ne nyina emo ebi nko agriculture ebi nko health aban ne bone homoden sara nso se de obone homoden education mu e wo health mu ebi enko baabi ebi na Ghana enye fe na enye krabehwe ye de besia me sorry na ya to nkra to adwuma no eso me de Kwesi do me de mo nyina ase me de mo se e ma mo nyina ache
Monday, kola fianku ye bembe ye bulika menganye fe. Midin e di PSC ladi ye the health and lifestyle. Bro, jwada idie ye se Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melacha ulam. We ye Hebrew kasa. O se ishranka abodie nyina ewra. Na da roman ye ti baby. And op health and lifestyle ye ko Tony Sack. Tony Sack na yakodi enkomo wo na de no mapapa aba bronye wo so batete no masopa ye ko na afi ye ne Rich Love ofuso hima akodi enkomo no mapa won mo e wo won maso ye ho. Rich Love, good morning.
Good day. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, that's say promotion.
When the one we
Promotion.
studio hold on, but there's a new man be guma. That you see as a who baby and a new man I be good just so ya fear no.
Okay.
And not and to on that promotion I start saying no. And go for ya go for new man, but say ya modus ni be brave sign and the management and no management the other bishop hanom wa ani nipa me nim class say nkofo ba kurom ntem sa omu se no mana ba ze nipa bishop hanom anya atem teto afara a de say obi e ba di ni bronya ade ene ade the promotion na ere gutu a ye koso pa
My who promotion package in the first na mutimi din to so it's ayo ane de atoso. They say na your discount na product ben so na matete so mu ye ho promotion.
okay me that say on say yeah promotions na ye no most times so na manufacturers no and a day discount ne ba enye ye kra on say so say aga wo no akoto na mfa so kakra wo ti bi free so manufacturer na na say ade mate so kra fama Ghana for my ezo mate so no o ma san de ni o ma aka ho say mfante Ghana for ezo wato ade na pa so say ya ma wade papa a ebete na de agya wontirima na enti kanea no ye san so sa ha te wade enti promotion we send the atade san ka ho e de bia e boni da wuro no atade ka ho pa enti na bitaya no
Minimum more chest freezers. Double door, why, ni mo product mo wo maso e ho no.
Property electronic ya fear there over test freezers they work from 90 liters to 1,000 liters. Enti jume de bia ko the test freezer 8 bia so the tons you so we use me fie so the ton nam so the ton den so we diane na wo test freezer de unyo ma gu makra ni nyina wo benya wo liters e wo honom fridges ne so there was tabletop to side by side, you know. Other side by the Bible, no, it's American type when I defend the Bible, no. And also you will be on and to let us live there. Freezer so, fridge so, na your latest new home. Now, what my dear back price our property and only air conditioners, one in town. They say, and one air conditioning specialist technicians meaning Nigeria to get gas, no, air 14 gas and they use. I am my access, I weather, Ghana, weather Thursday. We are bought the and check ania. The air conditioner so you used to be there and say and check ania. The pipe in to say air popper. There's a new papa and manufacturer and the air conditioners need the any test freezers, any fridges need the chest. I want to say no one will be just America say yes, your mother is the yes or say they say no man not but maybe I will be by who be allowed to be now open or buy say it's out of stock and it's true. And I know you may be brava with one time bra. They start every kind of open.
And Timo microwave. Near this normal washing machine in our.
Na me back me be born 1 microwave. The one liters now from 20 liters to 45 liters. Maybe I will to see and after we do the air to money and I will be away up here on. You will rice cookers, liters. I would be free. There were washing machines. I mean, there be a make count the washing machine. There be a bash with the washing machine. As a man, I'm very passionate about it because we are banned this time. The real detergents now banned and 30 be a grown. And ask them to work. And see, washing machines here do it. And yes, no member. You couldn't any fiancés near there. It's also dog Oyerepa. And I want us a crowd or one. That's a washing machine. It's Etimu, Emma, you were the dryer wood, and the we are carrying to me. And you what they are, we are, this is the same, remember the best 5 minutes. as a ocean. And the washing machines is the opposite of the stages from 8 to 15, 16 now, when you be away at your home. And I wore a floor standing cooker. Gas is four burner. It's 2 years as a fridge, you listen to the oven grill. And was here, but the modern word and not the phone and build the two okay could be at the what there was tabletop on tabletop with the answer to cooker, gas to be our home. If you are home, dear, if you are TV. If you be a cafe space, it is in Cocoa Benefit, you don't see inches here from 32 to 100 inches.
Okay, numbers no fatu drama any location.
It's a power show. Only that property of Kumasi as the current building. Oyerepa FM. What's about building na come on when it's as the current building. And why is Tony Stark Enterprise? Tony Stark Enterprise. And I would get a new opposite pioneer old building no. Wall and the fence one the next building to pioneer a red and black at the house and I have building the glass come. I want a property electronic. The battle of Kumasi 0244
11
92
92
36
34
0244
0244 11
92
36
and
okay.
0204 29 24 the pato sunyani yoko bodo na ba the pato brekum sunyani 30 mile sura Kenya so 1 and 2 eye dia ankwanta me pato empre chokwa tie nyina unyamba ko sunyani koko board runabout Mr. Koko board runabout our property electronics opposite to a travel and so on sunyani number here 0273 26
26 06
Mr. Subian 0273
26 06
If you send a midi kaka no shop one my biti because meaning that obi akota traman for sales no babe end there because en kofo gu anum pa tete project no models na aba no enya senketwa efe kama Party electronics never told you who told you not that was said here as a woman to never what is only technical property it's a papa grateful now on so
yeah promotion we end December and na atwam na
promotion ni the management in far and I be end the kramai
okay
ye guswa air phone send ye ka modules ni bi air fan enti air fan no say e dia fan me akofa modules ni dia ga bi chem enti air fan one stop like say dia fan na meka no one stop like eguswa a promotion eguswa ye enyen try brand do tie ni dia mane ha no ho say e chance wo ma bra eguswa ye promotion say ba say ti bronya po eguswa ye be so ye so mo so
okay so discount no obi busa say e saying
discount no from 20 to 50%.
Okay. From 20
to 50%. To 50%. It means that we start here now. Put me say yes ka e we see. E the card so e can account. E be how you want the person to have it for free. O be ba me. Na wa send you microwave aka. O be ba me dey when na bibi adekufo bi e dey account because you see can now o be say be e born you 2 cedis o be ba me. Na akoso na e 1 cedi.
Okay.
Then 1 cedi one card their part the Friday. This can say very huge. Hey bronya ye bibi Ghana for bronya. Ye no child ye na for ye no.
Yeah, that's it pa. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, me that my film between my film.
Anya some katwa. Over life. It was studio.
I said there some workshop with me.
Yeah, that's it. Why biti.
But then enya some katwa how
okay, Nyamisha. Nyamisha Tony Sack ne property electronics. So mo my discount to whom say se yenso yemfa ni bronya enti ko ne kwaje odie na o fridge no de bia no Tony sack for ma kire de ye clean your fridge ni de bia ye de vinegar obetimi de vinegar clean your fridge no vinegar de horror vegetables white vinegar it's okay obetimi de apepa fridge no na ekum germs ni nyina from fridge no bacteriostatic ye can bacteriostatic bacteria if you want ko shemu a omo ntimi replicate omo ntimi nyini biom omo ka ha omo ntimi ngo no maka but the moment abeyi aduane film no na bacteria no are active enti omo kom no omo nwuye enti eche bacteria wo fridge no mo fridge enkum bacteria bacteriostatic enti time bia no fa ade ekum bacteria paper fridge no mo kama enye no krampo a detergent bia emmo enye hwam ebroso se nye hwam bibra eno so boa ebi so the brine strong salt solution enchene a ano odin enchene so etibi kum bacteria na de afefem kama na ekum bacteria no akokam no a wo twen so benya good favorable temperature no ma replicate no ma nyini no ma wo no to ye ne sa no abrebia no onkofa yare emfiri o fridge mo na ansa na wo de aduane bi be hyemu no nso a wo sa opepa ohwe ne ye Tony sack for actually paint ye besan aba na bibia kama fridge no so no manim kese nso aya na emwa temperature no wo so stock ne ye said ye wo se eye pepe na pepa no nyina na wo se mframa enkowura mu san hye ne nso se wo so nya fridge guard ma fridge fi se light no to da enye reliable said ye be ya ense fridge no na bibia be koso kama ye da se pa ye kai wo se nyankopon bo a Friday ye watch night Oyerepa TV Oyerepa radio Promise TV Promise radio Promise Broadcasting Limited ye nyina ye hyiemo wo Oyerepa bo hye babro sen yase anadwo no nkron ekosi ahomache no num ye bompa ye ama ye ho ne abusua ne abobi e de amagana ye afa Ghana flag bra na be hia ye na bibia enkosomidin e de PAC lad ye change over me move over Kwesi Park Wilson be take over or the more cross over a OBT agenda the more share and or day ba na wahye so a higher election field about one sem nyina from Krankran to Krankran ye de nyina e ma wo na happy birthday to Detective Chief Inspector Francis Bronya or Regional Police Headquarters Regional CID Kumase we free oyokoba na akua free ye ne wo ha happy birthday to Detective Chief Inspector Francis Bronya or Regional Police Headquarters Regional CID yeda se ya no achia Esposito Lazizi amaye nyankopon ehwa ye change over me move over Kwesi Park Wilson be take over no the macro so over encantadios adios ibeshia
bia akwa bebiem edeba Oyerepa TV so. Biba yedui OBT agenda. That is Oyerepa breakfast time agenda. Na anopay yedi aseda ebema ekia and the PSA for Ghana to say no. And the health and lifestyle segment on the show. Midin at the Kwesi Parker Wilson. Now, and I'm pay with you for. I have a man in the studio. In fact, a big friend, the son of man. A big friend, the king of exposés. A big friend, the headmaster of intercepted documents. Just said they didn't endorse you, pa. You know, Kase, the member of parliament at the Northern constituency in the Volta region. Now, Oko Parliament or a number of committees, but then one and a chair the assurances committee of Parliament, one and a chairman. But of course, minim say we free foreign affairs in the dia. So much changes but still now remember a foreign affairs a committee of Parliament. Of course, during my days as a parliamentary correspondent, now nearly didn't come up and I'm dumb. Minsa Kano, I was santimem about the PA my studio. Every time I want to pay my guest a year or that year, Samuel Okujeto, a blacker, or and not pay. Honorable Akwaba. Yeah, I don't want to announce that. Yeah, Yassi, yeah, ready. Yeah, but you have a call. Oh, Yamiado. Yeah, Yassi. You're here. Say Mosha or the document will be about the king of intercepted document. Why intercepted baby? And Opedian. And some no dorsal. One of the things that become was the latest expose on expired rights via Limens company at the bar Ghana. Almost a Sardinia the day. Pay his information in the crano. Buffer stock for officer what Ashanti region. Bokom is not even registered. The becoming in some and the ano pay. Of course, we call Facebook up or you put live on Facebook. Like your page, I'll come and go, but kindly at the amount. And the ano pay, as I said, we didn't adequacy Parker Wilson. Now, we'll get into the document and ano pay. But first of all, consensus to say, we are come election never in 12 days. Yeah. Never consensus what to say, be able to.
Edi kan ma me initiative for nyina na member mabaso Oyerepa TV or FM ejima pa moya we morning show since Ubaya. I mean the impact has been very, very obvious.
Yeah, that's
I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Northton Bibia Koso Kama me free ho na Meba anopawe obia ho ye Andra yeah very, very nice activities. Won't say your campaign engagements, Koso. But any campaign kwana yeah commission projects, Andra say Obabia Memana scholarship Oba Kumasi Hake and UST.
Okay.
Yeah, and on Behumi. Very intelligent young lady. She made me so proud. Graduation at KNUSA organizing last Friday. Over the weekend, on your first class, aerospace engineering.
Great.
Top in a class. One of the best students for that graduation ceremony. Now, Osha Bibi of free, from a public basic school, rural Ghana, Oniobia, and stories like that. Yatumia produced your first aerospace engineer.
Oh, Northern constituency.
Northern constituency. We are so proud. She's on her way to do her masters and also a full scholarship. Her dream is to work with Boeing, the international aircraft, giant. And before that, free hernia surgery. So at the new Atamil surgical block, about 3 years ago, in honor of my mentor, Professor John Evans Atamils. And also so far my about 100 free hernia surgeries. And doctors Dr. Cham and his colleagues in Pesemi Boma Basoma Yadia, they've just volunteered their services because on the home facility now they are so impressed and they really want to give back to society. Into the just campaign, me sure say Professor Nana Jompoku Ajimamba Hono, special apprentices intervention. My apprentices machines. Into those who are learning hairdressing, sewing, and all of that. The kids and the startup, capital to go and start their own businesses, including your final year students. Your constituency, your laptops to do their project work. And we are doing a lot of interventions. Me sure say for all the BEC candidates, secondary school, touch box, mattresses, and me approach and say politics should be about impact. Not just kasa keke, vote for me and then no dividends. As I say, in Crawford who say the political leadership is really impacting their lives and lifting burdens and helping them to achieve their full potential. And for us in Northton is constant progress, constant development, constant transformation. And yes, just
Kasankwa. In just about 2 weeks, Saturday, what do you expect?
Massive victory. Also, 2020, the widest victory margin in the whole Ghana, 89.7%. This time, your target is 94% minimum. 94%. That's our target for Northton. And at the national level, we have no doubt, sir. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Obedin Kunim, because Obia. Enye Brazil nkwana omoye sankofa tuama omo former president Lula da Silva say ombra na ombe save omo enye America nkwana a few days ago and omoye sankofa say President Donald J. Trump on sambra na ombe save the American people. Ghana subeye sankofa. I have no doubt in my mind because obia kase this election year tuama experience, not experiment. You to my credibility. You to my track record. You to my obia. Dear Ose Obeyano, Oye. And across the length and breadth of this country, projects are Oye Yano. For 8 years, MPP for unto me, I'm matching. Uba Ashanti Rejeha. Show me one project. I bet to me I'm matching Mahama's KJT market. Just one. 8 years. The last time who embarrassing interview with the regional minister. Also one year dear. Nipa no bread to me in listed projects now who pushing it went viral. He could not. Every region ube a legacy project, a signature project of President Mahama across. Airport I can no study or no secure funding. Who called universities in Ashanti region. I was at the tertiary department of the Ministry of Education and minim centers of excellence. You negotiating with the World Bank. Ukoki and UST, you see International Center of Excellence. Share labs you see. These days we share all these faculty top dons of the university. They miss us. Obviously they miss the Mahama era. Share quaternary hospital. President Mahama Demaya, the first quaternary hospital, UGMC. One would have thought say by now, at least Akufado Bawumia government on a second one. But no facility that comes close to the UGMC. And the regional hospitals are President Mahama see from Greater Accra to Northern region to the expansions in the Volta region, in the Upper West region, the regional hospital. Across all sectors. OSHA, even the state of the economy. One will have thought, by economy there, at least, Omo flag bearer, that was the magic one he had. That's how he was presented to the Ghanaian people. But nothing to show for it. Even in terms of the economy, President Mahama track record, unparalleled, unmatched. Oma be say baby unemployment war. at an all-time high, 14.7%. President Mahama time, it was just 8%. You know, OSHA inflation, OSHA the exchange rate, 1:4, say 1:17. Into every single indicator, Ghana is on the decline. Into I mean, surprise, Afro barometer, by the latest Afro barometer, or more interview Ghana for. 9 out of 10 Ghanaians say that this country is moving the wrong direction. 9 out of 10 Ghanaians. That's scary.
It's you know, but we'll start with the year latest expose about because in fact a few weeks ago now man for Bonaboso the sale of Snitch Hotel Mokai, but as the same person I'm for the interview first I was challenging to say or among Kahone at the idea case they could do when we have time we'll talk about it. Or the National Cathedral scandal about. In fact, that's or the sale of some land to be a one crime at the ambulance spare parts. Allegedly Akua Asieduaa Mushe Chirache say Mudigana dream ning aba. Now the latest one on the about a year expired rights are a company called Lamens edema free SHS students so mundi. Now, honorable, the education minister, another ministry, no, about the cassette. And mona wo cassette na I expire, no. Samono, every 4 years, no. Na a mono ne koyi. It's no, the schools in the schools in Kodi. The only thing now, company 9 year, laments for 9 year, and he say, what they call regulatory violations. And no na umu breachy and say find your mono. And you know, and me say now the buy idea a bayanka. When an apology to the ministry, say the rights and an papa and yet unwholesome as you want to allege. And no to say honorable, who better apologize to the ministry.
Yo, Eddie Kain, my main fund to just say on my way, as I say, eba the protection of our children, about health and safety. As I said, you prioritize it. When you NPP, NDCSM, a collective survival. Because institutions are yama omutume, yatio omuka with our taxes. Say omun protect yen. Food and Drugs Authority, National Food Buffer Stock Company, Ghana Standards Authority, institutions we say omo elete yenyana downwa. What it means is that we are not safe. Ukoto eduane, uko shop, uko ejum, even what they have written on the packaging.
Products, you know.
Packaging now, you can't trust it. And this matter has far-reaching consequences for yenyana survival. Now, yenkai say, yenkolao, millions of children.
Right.
Sebi. Emu we aye kan ho asem no. Omo call schools no. Over 22,000 bags.
Over 22,000 bags.
Omo anye discrimination. Omo nka say NDC for okuje to black one any colleagues in parliament. Mon kala wa he. Mumbra mo na mo be di expired rights. Omo separate MPP parents and MPP in color. And this is a matter that we have to approach it with all the nationalism and the seriousness that we can master.
Okay.
And may know my only motivation in this, the welfare, the safety
of students,
Ghanaian children. Maminkai, Article 28 of the 1992 Constitution. It says, Parliament shall enact such laws as are necessary to ensure that every child has the right to the same measure of special care, assistance and maintenance as is necessary for its development from its natural parents, except where those parents have effectively surrendered their rights and responsibility in respect of the child in accordance with law. Every child, whether or not born in wedlock, shall be entitled to reasonable provision out of the estate of his parents. Parents undertake their natural rights and obligation of care, maintenance and upbringing of their children in cooperation with such institutions as Parliament may by law prescribe in such manner that in all cases the interests of the children and young persons receive special protection against exposure to physical and moral hazards. And E, the protection and advancement of the family as a unit of society are safeguarded in promotion of the interests of children. And there were extensive provisions in our constitution about the way a particularly parliament and as members of parliament, ejuma is say na yem protecting young color to protect them from harm, to protect them from hazard, because a color there or you're vulnerable or you're minor unto me and standing up and defending a right. Into a menewo. Yeah, those of us in responsible positions, we owe them that duty of care. One say, young Kano say, free SHS is a great policy. All the parties, Ajiatum say, Ayadia, and I am so proud to belong to the traditional Yena, promulgated constitution. We are Article 25, a war constitution more. Say, basic education shall be free, compulsory, universal. Secondary education shall be progressively free, even all the way to tertiary. Article 25 of this constitution. But free SHS, Emma Ubia, the right to poison our children. We must make that point very clearly. Yenyana aji free SHS atum, yadi atu your constitution mo, say education should be free. It does not mean, say, when we have, as a nation, collectively, agreed that this is where to go, that we want education in Ghana to be a right, not a privilege. It doesn't give anybody the audacity, say they will poison our children, they will risk the lives of our children. And this is the philosophy, the preamble, based upon which me approaching this latest scandal.
Me too.
Now, directly to answer the question, I will be say, oh, almost say a mono, Bibianya a mono, na a mono de a wholesome.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Memo documents, memo copies. This is the 6th February 2024. 6th February 2024 submission of certificates of analysis from the Food and Drugs Authority. Now, this submission of certificates of analysis, as I say, viewers, ETIACSA, in response to letter, Ashanti Regional Police Command, HRO, attaching samples of rice now, or more a CZ. Mamema background, no? Into a great Ghanaian, a patriot. Me no kasa se here, obia enim no. Ono ena oma tip off. On the 20th of December 2023. Say, the mehu ewo buffer stock company storage facility wo Brokrom Kumasi. Brokrom Kumasi. Eyehu emoa apro emoa gogomi wom na omo ye rebagging omo yi emono usha original packaging na eye moshosho rice from India. Best before date December 2023, and then in December when it has met its best before date mono apro omo edia two bag full from omo rebagging repackaging sa bag no omo chiro was so Akua rice made in Ghana
from social rice to
Akua rice me wo evidence ni nyina wo ho, and you see pictures authorities that take here when they acted on the tip-off. Into Moshosho rice, 25% broken white rice, double polished sorted Indian rice. Origin, India. Production, December 2021. Best before, December 2023. Into more manufacture, no more can say more way 2 years. Mundino within 2 years. 2 years is a long time. And Kai say a monochrome, it even depends, even these 2 years, no, it even depends on the way Wobe maintaining Uber store the kind of protocols Uber follow. Into this good Samaritan, this great Ghanaian, this patriot, on my tip off to the police and the Ashanti Regional Food and Drugs Authority on the 20th of December. To show proof of that, my main kind letter way.
It's you.
My intercepted letter now, police command, police hierarchy, Ashanti region, Omuchroye, dated 21st December 2023, addressed to the regional director, Food and Drugs Authority, Kumasi. Say, request for assistance. The Regional Criminal Investigation Department, RCID of Ghana Police Service, Kumasi Ashanti, is investigating a case of being in possession of alleged unwholesome moshosho bags of rice stocked at the National Food and Buffer Stock Warehouse, Bokrom, Kumasi. Investigations have reached a stage where sample of the suspected moshosho rice needs to be examined to ascertain whether or not the rice has expired or good for consumption. I will be very grateful if your outfit could assist in examining the rice and report, counting on your usual cooperation, please. And this is signed by JJ Boy, or your superintendent in charge of crime, Ashanti region. Menina Kasa, he's still at post. Mopa, after this show, Munko, Ashanti Regional Police Command, and find out if one chro letter way. Into unknown chro letter way, and our attache samples after they have acted on the tip off and Omwako effective arrest. I lock it up, buffer stock storage facility, no. And FDA for samples now police for the call, you know. 6 February or more submitted report which I have intercepted. Meaning, will you believe, sir? Report no by 6 February. FDA for Ankasa. A more report signed by Mary Vivian Hammond.
Okay.
The signature was Marian A. Comey. The signature was Joseph Ofosusian. Me documenter, I make sure I intercept my documents, I have the evidence, and I speak to that. These analysts, staff of FDA, sample now, police command, JJ Boy, letter now was Troy, our attache samples. Results now by on the 6th of February. Actually, say, it had high presence of insects.
There's a more
insects. Yes. Yes. Can you believe that? A more compliance statement almost say does not conform. It actually say it doesn't conform to FDA 4 standard.
Right.
A mono woman a dose of dodo and conform it to the standard. And your idea is to say yeah de aduane we ama emboa kra edi. Then about fat acidity. So say a mono a high fat acidity. So a mono say yeah a be rancid.
Okay.
Now there is more increase in the fat acidity. Doctors made a report with doctors. So omo independent analysis. 3 doctors. Omunyana analysis omo say, hey, this is dangerous. High fat acidity, high insect infestation. And yeah, there say udi. Omo say constant eating of this, no, over many months can even lead to liver cancer.
I see.
That's what the doctors told me. Made the reports where you know Bejamo. Most say I have Konfanochi, you were some of the best experts in the world. Awaha. Money or more enkasa. Let them see this evidence, this FDA evidence. Into Ministry of Education. The omo can say, oh, a mono dear, a year wholesome.
Of course.
Na FDA for Emma company no extension. Hey, eden na yeka. Asambe na yeka. Say Ghana. Obia workshop our products. I expire. I'm meeting the best before date, no. Over to me, I'll call for extension. Sure, my kind the Public Health Act, Act 851. I kind the FDA Act. I kind at 15 LI 1541. Me who any legal basis, and so far, I haven't had any lawyer in this country pointing to any law that mandates the FDA. Me wokrata FDA for Ankasa. Omo initial letter to Lamens. Oh, Monkasa admit here. I can say they don't have the legal basis. Mami can letter way. FDA for Ankasa CEO. And I sign here Dr. Delis A.A. Dako.
Yeah.
Or see, With regards to the best before date, as stated on the product, the FDA is, however, unable to grant your request for a shelf life extension since the authority cannot determine the shelf life of products. Shelf life determination is the responsibility of the manufacturer and must be based on the data obtained from shelf life studies conducted on the product. Until a day necessary. I mean, scandal way, it is shocking. The U10s are institutions here.
Only for Naka say.
Yeah.
Wholesome. It's I'm surprised. We say more report nature say more.
Since February,
fat acidity.
Since I put out this evidence, expose is more than 2 weeks. My challenging FDA, I've mentioned the names. Officials now almost sign here. Say Omowe enye emwa wom ewo high fat acidity. Mary Vivian Hammond, Marian A. Comey, Joseph Ofosu Sian. My challenge omo. They should come and tell us FDA for any these officials. That FDA for and in response to Ashanti Regional Police Command letter. This is not the results of the samples that they tested. But unim the tragic part.
Me too.
Answer now. These damning test results. Ebebano. Now order from above, Abba. Say, Omun release directors of the company. Anna Omoye, the rebagging. And then even worse, Omo enko distribute amono. By 1st and 2nd February, me wo evidence no waha. Headmasters are almost signing here for amono.
So mejimono.
Sir, by 1st and 2nd February, na emoni nyina akọ. Enti abain the National Food Buffer Stock Company, the Ministry of Education, on trying for the test results. Letter where Ashanti Regional Police Command joined.
Test results now what kinds of
yes.
And more woman.
Yes.
Oman trying my Amasa reporting a man sana.
Exactly. Answer order from above. Say, hey, and you see, the AME Yane say, Minia, when him say a mowe na a wakra.
Okay.
Warehouse be a your friend Limbrock. A banisena over 22,000 bags. National Food Buffer Stock Company. Omo e kati e muninina eba Ashanti region.
I see.
MPP stronghold, MPP officials, sure, abro, what they are doing to their own people. Mono majority was consumed here in the Ashanti region by the evidence here.
I see.
And they could have even done this in Accra or more stronghold. How can you be wicked to your own people? The callousness and shocking. Meanwhile, Nipo ye board chair of NAFCO. Oh yes, Antini. Nana Boachi.
Right, Nana B, true.
And the shocking aspect, they say, sa criminal enterprise now, or engage in at the Buffer Stock Company. It was done with the tacit approval, conspiracy with the Buffer Stock officials. Because on say, Uncle Laments, ye kochi omo say omo ye this rebagging. Ewo ebia omo ankasa omo storage facility be and na hideout be. You can say that now officials enka, now officials in. But we know Buffer Stock Company, ebia omo storage facility, Emma Laments for coin. Now, what does the law say about the na omo ye? Me were at 851 waha. Section 103 is very clear. Deception of consumers. I say a person who manufactures, labels, packages, sells, or advertises food in a manner that is false, misleading, deceptive, or misbranded as regards its character, nature, value, additive, substance, quality, quantity, composition, merit, or safety, commits an offense. Into misleading the public. And more, I spy. Now to another bag more. Say ECOWAS rice. I hope that the ECOWAS, the Economic Committee of West African States, omo de Akufo-Addo abaomia baino, the omuding eye. Omo also ECOWAS.
Made in Ghana.
Made in Ghana.
From Moshosho rice to ECOWAS rice.
I mean, incredible. Meanwhile, LI 1541 is very clear. Say, Eduane bia ya package whether home or abroad. Eduane o, edro o, emra no ye clear. Wone kwan say ube omite the expiry date and the best before date. Unim say emona omode call schools no. Headmasters
schools ben on the call.
Enti Accra there no. Omode Komiami school Presec.
Oh, Presec, okay.
Very sad. But Presec there no. Presec is a central warehouse for all schools in Accra.
Okay.
It is a Presec Genedia, na Achimota for Labone for Accra Girls for St. Mary's for
it's a distribution point.
It's a distribution point.
Right.
Sana Upper East for there, so the Northern Territory are called Bolga Girls. Obia ko Genedia, Obia Asani Waha. Then there's St. Monica's, Omoso Eji Omodia, 520 bags. Bolga Tanga Senior High School. Almost edgy or 800 bags. Konongo Dumasi.
The Konongo Dumasi. Monikes no Konongo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Redistribution. Into over 22,000 bags. And more high insect infestation. High fat acidity. Now, you know, the and they say FDA for air kase. Oh, monim extension. Na extension no we extension yenina yenim say okay after best before date no quality no e ba form but enye say aduane no ye poison
I say cry and I say poison.
Can you believe that into FDA for catch say yenina ye call shop owners can tell us oh Akwaba this side no ye wo aduane a ya extend shelf life no and the quality no abafom na yabekwa koto. That's what they are saying. That we can vouch for such a thing. Meanwhile, these are children we've put them under your care to give them the best of care. Other countries dear Michelle Obama during her first leadership, her main crusade was about increasing the nutritional value of food, making sure that the food fed to American children of high quality in the schools. Omo boosters, because Omunim said nutrition has a link to IQ and all of that, academic performance. And they say our officials have no shame. They are telling us, the eduanena ya man kolano, it's just quality no na form, but aspire. I mean, can you believe that? Meanwhile, laments. Yet you are omoka. They were single source. So omoma the best quality of rice. And more expire. And more meeting the best before date. Laments. FDA for whom they omoye omoni buffer stock iron. What FDA should have done is they should have blacklisted this company.
And some you move listen also.
Now omo sanction omo a prosecute omo. Because laments for one kasa mewo omo letter. Omo kasa echo admitting said the omo ye omo anya ne ye. Omo tia mra so. Me wo letter no wa. Dated 3rd January 2024. Addressed to the Chief Executive, Food and Drugs Authority. Unauthorized repackaging of Moshosho rice. We refer to the above subject matter, and your letter reference FDA ASHREG/CH2309 dated 29 December 2023. We hereby attach payment receipt for 50,000 Ghana cedis, being half of the administrative charge levied on our company for infractions on sections 1031 and 1301 of the Public Health Act, 22 of Act 851. Yours faithfully, and is signed by David Ajefi Mensah. David Ajefi Mensah, or the owner of the company.
Okay.
Or one of 2 directors. Until the owners of Lamens, David Ajefi Mensah and Simon AJ.
Okay.
They are the 2 directors.
Okay.
Omajiatum said the Omanyani. Omatia even have payment. Now, even this final, it's even another scandal on its own. My intercepted FDA for original memo dated 29 December 2023. Omankasa, after the tip-off, ready the facility. They are not Omokas on Bayane say 1. You are therefore directed to do the following. 1. Did immediately desist from repackaging the rice.
Moshosho rice.
2. Yes. 2. Contact the office of the FDA to initiate the process of safe disposal of the 15,000 bags of rebagged rice. Omoka say a mono.
Tungo.
Omoko Tungo. Omoko Sino. 3. Pay an administrative charge of 150,000 Ghana cedis.
150,000. But they pay 50,000.
In Abanisena, this original roadmap, FDA 4, the head of legal, head of communication, CEO, Omunyana signing here, that this is what they are going to do. Abanisena Mwendiso. Why above no Omo, who brought political pressure to bear? FDA 4 and to me and you Mejuma. Meanwhile, look, there are some institutions that you don't interfere, you don't take your politics there. FDA is one of those institutions because it's about our safety. Right. Suddenly, no, a mono, yan dispose a mono, yan say a mono. Okay. It ended up in our schools. And what is even so sad, they say, omodeko schools, no, omo enjoy expiry date. Yen yenim say, a moko schools are the same day. Until the omoka no crane say, oh, yeah, extended to April. April achemu dada. Me wo evidence schools nibi July, August. Na emo way omo S7 kolano. Even beyond their 30th so-called dubious extension, the dubious extension to April, no. The headmasters didn't know. Me publish it scandal way, and some of them come and say, "Hey, are you sure?" I mean, we didn't know that this rice had expired because there was no labeling. And I said, but you people too, you should have rejected the rice. One headmaster catch him and said, already here, but I'm intimidating he backed off. No, so say obe losing ejuma.
I see. So what did all this revelation about? Then I watch say, a buying penny for, and I say, no the FDA, laments for name, what should be done to them? Then I find you. What are you expecting?
Immediately, FDA 4, that Dr. Dako CEO, she has to be fired.
She is sacking.
Yes. Or she must resign.
Yes. Resign.
She has brought the institution into disrepute. None of her predecessors have engaged in this. They should bow their heads in shame. Okay, Mawako.
Yeah, Mawako, yeah.
What happened to Mawako? Yeah. They descended on them. Yeah. Just a few people who went to eat their food, food poisoning. Yeah, food poisoning. Descended on them. And they stopped them from operating. You know, and their whole business operation across the country was stopped for many, many months. That's what we expect. Inti Ebanisena, can you believe, sir? This CEO, Ochro Krata to laments for fining them. They had not even paid the fine that same day. And Ochro another letter entertaining them, say, oh, I'm shelf life extension even giving them ideas, giving them tips how to go about it, or money companies and all of that. A criminal organization. Can you believe that? The same day. Because Oshe receipts now, laments etua sikano half, and omuntia fully. Omutia half. Letter now, Omuchro, a 3rd January 2024. But before then, 29th December, na FDA 4 ma omo ideas on how to give. In fact, sir, at that time, no, even the FDA test results I mean, can you believe that? Ain't Dr. Dako must be fired. She must bow her head in shame. She's brought the whole FDA, an internationally renowned organization, into such disrepute. Now, NAFCO NAFCO is complicit in this
National Buffer
the National Food Buffer Stock Company. The board, led by Nana Boache. The CEO, Abdul Wahab, na Oye, the MPP parliamentary candidate for Pusiga. They must be arrested immediately.
They should arrest Nana B. And Abdul Wahab, the CEO.
If this was a serious country, we have a president who has empathy, respect for our laws, and cares for our children. It shouldn't matter, say, or your party organizer. That is even how you show leader, and you will have seen how Ghanaians will applaud and hail him. Akua Asieduaa was secondary school with the Moshosho rice, contaminated Moshosho rice with insect infestation. Will he allow these people to be going around campaigning to want to come to parliament? So they ought to be arrested and prosecuted. And the whole NAFCO Do you know that FDA investigative report, a copy of which I have here, FDA for I discover say NAFCO storage facilities across the country are registered. Can you believe that? Against the law at 851. Mamenkai. See, and this is a report signed by the head, Ashanti regional head
FDA boss
of FDA. Nidin John Laye Odai Tete.
John Laye Odai Tete.
John Laye Odai Tete, Ashanti regional head. Or see, the repackaging exercise was carried out without FDA's approval nor supervision. The storage facility had neither been licensed. The facility had no qualified or trained person to supervise its activities. Incredible. Meanwhile, at 851, they say, Okoye Duaniasem, Okoye packaging, manufacturing. Once it's a food storage facility, you have to be licensed. Until how come Nana B, Ne Abdul Wahab are operating storage facilities, using it for criminal enterprises without approval from the FDA? Eyewo anka aname. Ena, you are engaging in this criminality. Do you think we'll be working freely? Until I expect that immediately those people should be arrested and prosecuted.
Okay.
But let me serve notice that in less than 2 weeks,
of course,
the next NDC government, we will delve into this matter. And all of those who have jeopardized the health of our children, engage in this criminality, they will face the music.
Okay.
I can assure you. Now, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Education, almost so are complicit in this matter. What kind of FDA investigative report now? As far back as January this year, and FDA, they brought this to the attention of the Ministry of Education. Into this attempt, won't say me publish an expose, or my initial statement say, oh, we are surprised. Oh, we didn't know about this. We are going to investigate. Meanwhile, what kind of report we have? Kind of findings. I said the findings outlined below were arrived at during the preliminary investigation at the storage facility, as well as a meeting held with the Deputy Education Minister, Honorable John Intim Fojo. Reverend John Intim Fojo. Yeah. Reverend. Oninam. Now all can say, oh, it's false. Now report now make it's not on letterhead. Who told you that FDA internal reports are put on letterhead? And a reverend minister engaging in such blatant deception and not caring about the lives, the health of children placed under your care. Look, into a same way, into America say, as I say, a national commission of inquiry. Because you can't trust all of these institutions. Omunyana are complicit. Unim say laments. Me wo Auditor General report waha. Laments should have been blacklisted as far back as 2021. Maminka Auditor General's report. Report of the Auditor General on the public accounts of Ghana, pre-university education institution for the financial year ended 31st December 2021. Yeah, that's Auditor General's report 2021. What kind? Paragraph 608, supply of unwholesome food items. Maminka, it says, in contravention of Section 52 of the PFM Act 2016, Act 921, we noted that supplies of 65 bags of rice in March 2021 to Prestia Huni Valley Senior High and Technical School and 5 cartons of carnation milk to Ansakregua Senior High School by laments were found to be unwholesome at our time of audit in September, though the expiry date of the product was October 2021. As a result, there is a risk that the items will be served to students in times of food shortage with possible health implications. Right. We recommended to the head of the schools to report the matter to the National Buffer Stock Company for appropriate action or be held accountable for any inappropriate disposal of the items. Will you believe, say, instead of blacklisting laments, National Food Buffer Stock Company, more contracts. So almost supply and more students. Can you, how cruel, how callous can people be? Now, there is a latest development, and where it's exclusive on your show. Me too. A few hours ago, my intercepted Kratabi, Abainwe, MPP Abainwe, and the Ashanti Regional Security Council, Regional Minister Nene Crawford, Instead, say, they will go after the bad guys, prosecute them, and make sure they are sanctioned and punished. No? They are rather trying to identify who are my sources and are going after them.
Oh, they are going after your sources.
Yes.
Leak information in the documents in
amount. This is a letter. It's on the letterhead of the Office of the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council.
Right.
Reference number ARCC 10/01/02B. Dated 20th November 2024. Invitation to meet the Regional Security Council. And this is addressed to the Regional Director, Food and Drugs Authority. NIPA or signing letter way, Dorcas Bedu, Deputy Director, for the Regional Minister. The Regional Minister, the catcher is on your letter. And I'll say, you are invited to attend a meeting of the Regional Security Council, scheduled for Wednesday, 27 November 2024, at 2 p.m. at the residency of the Regional Coordinating Council. You are required to come along with Ms. Abna Ejapoma Esiama and any other staff of your choice to meet with the council. Please endeavor to attend. Thank you.
But Honorable, I mean, we shall let you it is to discuss in the ACCC and your sources, because there is no way in the letter say or more ever discussing with sources. I mean, it could be so, let's do investigation and see those who are behind now. You're prosecutor,
investigation. The people where to start from. Nafco for, laments for. Why are they singling out specific people and inviting them? This is a very suspicious letter. And let me serve notice. Some meeting, I will be in there. I won't be there physically, but you
have your ears and your eyes.
Exactly. I'll be a fly on the wall, and I will know everything happening there.
I see.
And they shouldn't try to harass patriots, nationalists, people who care for the health of our children. They should rather go after the bad guys. This suspicious letter of Macho is in very bad taste. And I want them to know that I've intercepted the letter.
Yeah.
And I know about what they are planning and what they want to do. This is not a solution. Omonche encrofono. Laments for directors.
Buffer stock for now.
Yes. Right. And a buffer stock. And they should get the buffer stock management to be explaining why storage facilities register. And they should be taking steps to make sure that they'll register it, put not going after people who are only doing their work, and you suspect say omu collaborating with the Honorable Northton MP.
Right.
That meeting will be there.
You have your ears and eyes in the meeting. It was going to pay many the member of Parliament for Northton constituency. Samuel Okujato Blackwell and Edin Komo, former Deputy Education Minister, Menoka say is a Parliament or no, and the chairman of the Assurances Committee of Parliament. Now, the latest expose, was quite a number of the baby about. Menkai Kura almost about 10, 11 or so saying this year, last year, this year, or the about. Now, this particular one, they say a company be a friend of laments or Kokra a mobile Ghana and a free India. Samono, according to the original labeling, now I will say, and the expiry date in the best December 2023, that is last year. Now, so December, I will say expire no. Sa company no, SSR and money branding no. If you social rights no, edukoye ECOWAS rights, and also sign the dean or the guard from. Sa the for the gumo one fa a expiry date and count. Ye name say Ghana so there. Oko to bibia or store. Even common sachet water crano. Pure water sachet din nano expiry date to home. For okoshe o to bag na ni na ya tro ewo home. It's about the saying, the question is about the saying, and it's a most said no one. It didn't near Ghana din, and I said the original company was a side dino. What's one fa a year expiring date and count. In the better say we didn't Monday, and I say it didn't April, and I say it didn't March. But the information just say every former a year company no shelf life at a seminal there. Though a best fine in December there, there is a bit made in Bay up to April or say a problem. every year you should say and na mo ana fat acid zozo and what's really pa nti ono fi say we dey a serious scandal or say national fast talk for o me complex in this matter or say chiom and ya be pay for omo ma company na approval so omo so no omo kwai no so mo ye it's in some ya can and the other pay and of course for those of you who know Dr. Blackwell well I'm not sure this is the final expose do I got 2 weeks there washebo say NDC party so mu win election on ba bemu a the investigation obi bia wo ka ho bia no ombeche no na oma prosecute side the panel all canon now I mean let me beside this question after you go to other issue so why exposes bebre wo Ghana am for the jehon they are happy questions am for beside say the true test of your integrity will come to play so party win this election and will ba bemu now who ye say NDC winniness of ba abemu in 2025 ube koso ye exposes and I say ube jai position.
No, this is a very good question. And Mehunse Ghana for a Taibisa
exactly.
And it's a very important question. Eddie Kain. The true test. I say ye ba bemu na say ye mami any position be our bemu. As I say miankasa me live it by these principles. Okay. To me that's the first
so
test.
That's number one.
That's number one. And say ye mami position na me ye state capture. State assets are there sheminsemo na me to me ye kanana and I say about procurement na I'm violating the procurement law and calling cronies, engaging in sweetheart deals and say yankoma in Kolaidiane na many company aye kanana say mumbra me warehouse and be ye rebagging na yakwakoma in Kola Eduania insect infestation are taking over. Enti in some ni nyina maka exposes ni nyina the principle must be make sure that you live by what you say.
Right.
And many people forget say maba abahimuda.
Right.
For 8 good years I was Deputy Minister for Information and Deputy Minister for Education. Nyamiadum, I always made sure that I lived above board. I stayed away from these corrupt practices.
And you believe above board?
I would live above board and stick to stick to principles now. My espouse. Even for some of these matters, no crime. My proposal even private members' legislation.
True.
Now all the parties are saying, sir, that is legislation on best supporting. Say people shouldn't come into government and be allowed to purchase state assets. All those naked conflict of interest transactions. As I said, I'll live by those principles. That's number one. Number two, these exposés must continue.
It will continue.
It must.
And NDC government.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It has to for involved in a similar act like this. You will expose them.
It has to. I will. And I have to. If not, it means that I don't have credibility. Yeah. And remember, sir, as parliamentarians, no, this is really our mandate. This is our mandate. All the other things are is just secondary. But your core mandate, the 1992 Constitution, is to carry out oversight. What is oversight? Checks and balances. Because executive there, if you allow them, so I will expect, sir, I have to be consistent, and then I need to even get more collaborators, particularly on the opposition side, who should support us to do this. Because that is our mandate as members of parliament. Sometimes it hits me strange, sir. People think that, what he's introducing is new and novel and extra constitutional, but really no, that is our mandate as members of parliament. Because what do you understand by oversight? By scrutiny, checks and balances. Because what parliament, you shouldn't just be a rubber stamp. Be buying the mine colane duani, munkosusa moya as I said, we'll verify. Go behind the scenes, reports now, approvals now, musikana almost say. Do your due diligence. check for value for money. The almost no cry na. As long as I remain a member of parliament, I have to pursue this path diligently, you know, with distinction. I can assure you, sir, and to the glory of God, no. These are matters I say encourage more members of parliament to get involved in, because that's the only way you best strengthen your democracy. And when people know, say, hey, Nema in the cover of darkness, no, there are people who are on the lookout, and when they discover, they will put it out. They will make sure, say, the writing is done and that people's rights are protected, because there are many people who are voiceless, they are vulnerable. Intiana your parliament say yen be secure mo interests, be protect your welfare, be kasama mo, and we will make sure that they are safe.
I see.
You have my fullest assurance.
Honorable, I'm assurance say, of course, NDC every election no. The expose is enjoy. You know, 1 year, 2 years down the line, who expose be a friendly bisan. So, and I'll be on Koso, we'll get that. But of course, into the election, Professor Smasapon, the survey be about and say, share NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, if I only did and you win, the word only did this election with 49.5% to 8%, and John Mama is doing 45.8%. Clearly, NDC. We're not winning this election. 2 weeks to a major election. This is the prediction. What is your response on this?
Look, let me be very blunt and frank. A bogus poll. Very bogus.
Now, Professor Smasapon, a bogus.
Bogus.
He's a researcher.
Bogus.
What credible, what track record?
Bogus, discredited, and totally useless. Look, Minia. Your internal polls, and I know where we are.
Okay.
In addition to that, credible organizations, to say Fitch, to say EIU, to say Global Info Analytics. Polls ninyina mehu. Professor Smasapon Powe is an outlier. And who did he talk to? Because all those talking to Ghanaians, I can say this is John Mahama's election. Now John Mahama is winning convincingly. And this outlier of a poll, no dear. Look, it's very clear. Look, all the reactions. Everybody is ridiculing that poll. This has become the joke in town.
The poll soon has become the joke in town.
It's a big joke. Everybody, did you see what he did even with the parliamentary? You know, say, yeah, we are around in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, big joke. Look, media. Yeah, you know, himself. The real poll, the ABC December 7th.
Right.
We are not complacent. We are working hard. Now, at the end of December 7th, poll will be exposed, and the real poll will be known by the Ghanaian people.
Right.
Election where are here common. Look, ahunchire MPP for are creative. Omo promises omo ye are omo to me in this so. In Crawford are omo say omo juma. I say omo dache. Omo life. The mass distraction, omo cause. This is a government omo buy.
Right.
Yeah, river bodies nyina, and I'm glad I'm in the Ashanti region. What TSR leak tape no? Party hiansika into yenyina yenwu. Party hiansika into they don't care, and we know, they all know, the Galamsey kingpins, those who have destroyed our river bodies. Into a byway or more poison here with our river bodies in Sia Yebeno. Yan colasso or more poison or more with this latest expose. Tell me that this government will get the votes, the mandate of these people, of the Ghanaian people, It's totally impossible.
No, because the economy is recovering. I mean, what Parliament, you know. I mean, what books in the man? The president has said it. The minister has said it. The economy is recovering. You know, gradually, we are getting there.
Which aspect of the economy is recovering? Have you checked the exchange rate this morning? The exchange rate is worse. Days ago, the CD depreciated by 29%. A few days ago. And which aspect? Recovery, no one. Unemployment has worsened. It's worsening. NAPCO for trainees, the allowances owed them is increasing. Yeah. Their plight is worsening. Into which aspect of this economy? Over inflation. Inflation is on an uptick again. It's going up again. And in any case, when they talk about recovery, when they create a mess, you come, create a huge mess, make us bankrupt, make us insolvent. In the history of this country, never have we gone through debt exchange. What is that? Since you say, wow, who's life savings? Why ye juma? Who they are taught investments, hoping say will retire. Say we the last public address, he was lamenting about how Obiana Osikapa, huge pharmaceutical giant, an industrialist, top entrepreneur. You cut top 10 entrepreneurs. Oko book launch, or say Minisika, and person me top book nibi, mean to me. Mesika nyana aka. Akufado Bamia Ufuriata ho. Those were his last words. Wewu. And I know many people who have died. Omo to me talk omo medications. And you are telling me say recovery are the way.
No, because the IMF has predicted say, I mean next year we are doing about 5.4 growth in the economic growth.
These are all future. We are hoping the future will be better. We are all hoping. But what is our concrete reality? Yeah, two about December 7, 2024. Right. And yet December 7, 2029 and now 2035. Election, no? Here now. The cruelty, the wickedness. And you see, the yapa krane say. Omo Jessica. Omo deny the Ghanaian people what is due them. Ghanaian workers. Usi want to mean Tiomuka. Trainees, Usi want to mean more allowances. You owe them. NAPCO for. And yet on a daily basis, she has scandals are releasing. She had Nema Omudi Yesika area. National Cathedral. Over 339 million cedis. $58 million. Can you believe that? Yakoho, Amuna Kesia, in Sota Adani swimming pool. Mino Kasa say, in Krofuna, Omo pocket Yesika. Carrie Summers, some American city in America.
6 million.
$6 million. David Ajay, over $30 million. I mean, how on earth? Well, distraction on Mwakose. National Cathedral in T. Uba Accra say here, your judges bungalows, your bubuegu. Judicial Training Institute. Celebrated Judicial Training Institute, the whole of Africa. Ye bubu ni nyanago. Malian ambassador's residence. Ye bubu ego. Passport head office. Ye bubu ego. Scholarship secretariat. There are some countries that certain buildings they protect them. They are reserve structures because of the people who have gone through there. The likes of Kofi Annan Mo, Professor Mills Mo, and all these greats. But ye bubu ni nyanago. Comsys IT firm. Waterstone Realty Apartment Complex. Shraj for bungalows. Minuka says some of these companies are in court. Into $58 million, no. Compensation. And come home. No. Malian government for compensation or more change. And come home. Comsys IT firm, Waterstone Realty, or more compensation. You have scholarship secretariat, passport head office, and all of that. I mean, what kind of madness is that? You have made our country bankrupt. It's not. I'm not done. Only himself Poalugu. Omo Tamiesika $12 million. Say Omo Kosi Poalugu Dam. Ye call ho bibi ni ho in rural na yehu ye. $12 million.
Visibility studies now.
Jesus Christ. $12 million. Do we know what $12 million is? That's not all. A Japa. $12 million almost no more land, no more share rent, baby on rent and all of that. And also $12 million. Sky Train. I know they almost say, oh, yeah, mo wagadre, Nkrofubi no mo free South Africa, and I'll be deceived. $2.5 million. Ashe. Sputnik V. Shonky Shakespeare or free Dubai. Upe Sputnik V from Russia. Won't delay directly with the Russians. Russians ewo embassy wo Accra. Many ambassador don't say Obia Ambehuno from Abain. Meanwhile, he was even helping other African countries. Omunya direct vaccines, no. Yedia yepe middlemen, yepe Goro boys, Goro government, so that na sweetheart deals into your $2 million ashe. I can go on and on. Unim drip project omuye recently. Analysis amaye, me RTI request. RTI request no. I'm responding with the nature of the procurement. And it is shocking, say, Baumia, our said the era of sole source and single source is coming to an end. Project or no Akasa, he's the champion. It's his brainchild, Obia back it off. The district road improvement project. Single source and inflated by over $100 million. Can you believe that?
Yeah, but there was a statement from the Common Fund, the secretary said, some of these allegations are untrue.
What is the basis? Because we have done the work. Your invoices now. We have this construction equipment is on the open market.
Right.
Yene company no Akasa. How much they sell it? Same specs. Into a banisana, something that we could have paid $76 million for. We are paying $178 million. How?
But in all of this,
ambulance papers, right, $34.9 million. President Banene, business partner.
In all of this,
this is not the government.
Right.
Omune Ghana, they have not been fair to us.
Right.
And they ought to be punished at the post. And everybody is waiting. Uninam Kroma, Obiasi or Mekose Kose, or Mitrimo. Would you no problem? Oh, Amoya de no, Basi or Muncrofo, and Kosusa, and Basi or Muncrofo, yes, oh, we have the crowd and all of that. But December, December 7th.
Because, I mean, the concerns are that, yes, I mean, what a corruption scandal near the day. But John is not the alternative because no more time, we try to training allowances. Necessary, we pay more. I mean, now check a class of you know, although Ebiana Baina Felidia, John Mahama in the NDC is not the alternative. How do you justify that?
Sure. Ghana for say, Uni Omukasa, Omope politician, Oni Omo, Bedi Nukre. Obeka Nukre Achrom.
Bamia Beka Nukre. None of this Bamia has never lied to him.
Sure, it's a big joke. Very laughable, ludicrous.
Said him.
Ubia Nimbaumia.
Said him.
Say, One Nukre Enya Adamfo.
Bamia can Nukre.
Omun to me fa Adamfo. On to me can Nukre. If there's anything that he finds it so difficult to do, speaking the truth, it's not in his DNA.
I see.
He cannot be truthful. Until any day, the Ghanaian people, they will vote for Obia, Obeka no say, oh, allowances no, me pese, instead say, memo allowances no, memo student loans. Until it was not cancellation, it was a replacement. Yeah, because more be a tertiary institution. They say we are no longer a teacher training institute. Yeah, pese, once you are now a tertiary institute, a college of education, no, be on the same level as all tertiary students into mamo student loans. Na sikana ye saving no. Ye DC hospitals are mamo. Ye the mamo automatic employment. They were all happy about I mean today with hindsight no. Student politician kanokre mao the policies that are in your best interest. Idea Juma Beba that you'll be automatically employed. You have new hospitals to work in. new schools to teach in if you are a teacher trainee, as compared to Obia Obeka say, oh, my restore maybe Mao allowances. Now so Oba, and you saw how Bamia was exposed on the campaign trail by that young student. Yeah. So it's all rhetoric. You claim you have restored. I'm in my final year. I haven't got it. When you say there are thousands, you've seen their statement, thousands of students of these colleges of education, the nursing training institutes are Omwa graduated without a single month of allowances being paid. Not 1 month. Into what do you prefer? Abaya Obeka Nokre. Aye and share a you get student loans, then you are guaranteed employment, automatic employment. Say, in the name of your restore allowances, no longer automaticity in terms of employment. Allowances no emba. Enti, who are you deceiving? I see. Enti, eba, the alternative is so superior. It's very, very clear that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is the best, the most experienced, the most credible, the most visionary, the nation builder. Or no, Anna, or best savior of my way. That's why he's everywhere he goes. You've seen how he's well received everywhere. You see the polls. You see the fact that Obia Kase come for your stone. I mean, because Okaye and we have seen, and you see, in a sense, no, Bibia Nyamebe no, because Akufo-Addo Bawumia government we amba. Oh, everybody will have said, oh, these people have been the best leaders this country because they said all the right things, highfalutin. You know, one will have thought, say, within the first 2 years, Akufo-Addo can say, all I need is 18 months. I will transform. You recognize Ghana. I will transform Ghana. Bawumia can say, look, the economic policies we have, the solid team that we have, solid team. Look, there will be no community with your $1 million per constituency. There will be no community, no constituency without water problem, without toilet problem, without electricity problem. What is the situation now? Where is the solid team? And me $1 million, no why? Say, this Akufo-Addo Bawumia government, they owe me $8 million as a member of parliament. Me $8 million, no why? Yes. And in the process,
not even in infrastructure.
Nothing. And in the process, they've put MPs at risk. And yes, sir, we were very vibrant and vociferous in explaining, say, who will have been attacked in our constituencies. That is how reckless and wicked this government is. In Tronkwa, the last time you bisa minister no parliament, I say Sikana spy. Can you believe that? Say Yanjai, they know Yanjai should stop harassing them as Sikana spy. Meanwhile, you told the people stood on platforms. Yeah, Komamu MPs, $1 million. If me, I don't have regular engagement, regular clinics, me not transparent with my people, I'm come back we may have been attacked in our constituencies. They owe me $8 million. Sikano wahe.
Sikano wahe, that is a question Honorable Samuel Okudjata Blakwa, Ebisa Abino, and the other pay. Quite a number of messages coming in. Ghana for Personal Kasa said we want to get on to the show. There's a one from a nurse. Or say, we are talking about health here, and this is a very serious matter. Ask him why he's waiting for the NPP to come to power before they deal with the bad guys. And they watch him. Say, of course, say I got 2 weeks. In the 2 weeks in a day, say, yeah, say, abandoning to me and yet, obviously, or no bar be mudia obey. To everybody's campaign, in fact, Danabi or Kumasi or campaign, Abdul Wahab or Pusiga or campaign, Professor PC, MP or Pusiga or campaign. We say, Parker, I know that Ashanti Regional FDA boss as a very honest and diligent to his work. When he was in Central Region, the region witnessed some significant transformation under his leadership. Okay, this is to buttress the point Honorable Okudjata Blakwa made. He said, Papa Dukoye and Shishu in the report of the bar, and he said, mono I didn't count 1 na a year and more a womb. Okay. This one also says that Parker, great interview from Honorable Okudjata Blakwa. I am happy he's given the assurance that during his government, he will continue with expose. we are watching him. You, Mate. If we are watching him, Mate. One person will front to the show. No, maybe if nice, no, briefly. Now my front to the show. Now from Mona Kasa, Mona Kasa. Let me say this question quickly. Now, maybe a phone answer on Mona Kasa. So the issue of a free SHS.
Yeah.
So this is the analogy.
Yeah.
Ebia makoto ka Toyota. Say the car say ya Toyota for some book. Come on, no fix mame. And ya bench for. It's in the case of a year free SHS. The NPP argued that. Omo the buy. It's in say if there is any review crana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, our year MPP will be in a better position to review a year free SHS and your NDC because the brain channel again in Yamudia. How do you respond to that?
Minia, young collapses that propaganda. Young kind 1992 constitution. 1992 constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
Me too.
Article 25.
Right.
1. They say all persons shall have the right to equal educational opportunities and facilities, and with a view to achieving the full realization of that right. A. Basic education shall be free, compulsory, and available to all.
Right.
B. Secondary education in its different forms, including technical and vocational education, shall be made generally available and accessible to all by every appropriate means, and in particular by the progressive introduction of free education.
Right.
Into free education, free SHS, and yet MPP for brainchild. As far back as 1992.
It might not be their brainchild, but the implementation.
As far back as 1992, we put it in the constitution. NDC, F cube.
Right.
Yanya Bresso, and I started progressively free. I was at the Ministry of Education.
True.
We started progressively free. It was launched by President Mahama, 2014. Now, MPP by almost the Omoye, is another form of progressively free. Ubekaya, they started with first years.
Yeah.
And then move to second year, third
finally,
year. They also did a progressive introduction of free education, as the Constitution says. Into free education here, we even first muted the idea. Remember, say MPP for more boycotted Constitution.
That's true.
They boycotted it. Their stalwarts said they are the then constitution or muchro, and even discredited the membership and all of that.
It may be in the constitution,
and yet it has served.
But the implementation on a strategy now.
The question I ask you, sir, you are talking about mechanic,
right?
Mechanica debia ode oka kohwa onto me yamao is always breaking down. Things are getting worse. Look at what's happening in the school. High insect infestation, double track. In Kolanoko school, few weeks. No, mutifie many months. No dedicated funding. Funding no crown, and all of that. And they have shown over the years they don't have the capacity. Will you go back to that same mechanic? I'm turning your question to you. They don't have the capacity.
Somebody free
Some mechanic shop no should be closed down. You don't take your car back there. Look for another mechanic. And that mechanic is John Dramani Mahama. He will fix it. And he's a fixer. Or fix it, Dumso. He fixed the problem with our health sector. And now you need adequate hospitals. Can you imagine, say, John Mahama Amba and Sana COVID by? Can you imagine what would have happened in this country? What would have happened to us if COVID came? Now we didn't have UGMC, where all of them ended up. Napomunyana, that's where they went to when they had COVID to be treated. We didn't have the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Yet the hospital, when said the last time Ghana, a hospital re-equipping project was under President Mahama. Can you believe that? The entire 8 years, any hospital re-equipment. The last time it come for Noche for, almost dialysis machines, everything is broken down, MRIs. With no hospital re-equipment program.
I see.
The best mechanic for free SHS, just abandon your... me ma won say me car me de sika kese ato debia me call ho is getting worse. I'll go to a different mechanic.
Ma me phone lines ma hwefo na mo ambese mo ne honorable kasa na mo mre mu and no pay 0594 19409 0322497264. Mufra na I will keep it simple and short. Nafi yeko. Let me just read a few of the messages while I wait for the call. Okay, Ekins about man. Ekins, good morning. It's you. But it's your mommy.
Mr. No, all the only cool, a good tap or cacaten. We tell them for a man now, many Mama NDC. And she said, what you want to catch will say, we tell them for me and the 2 men, young women to Mama NDC. I didn't know big enough to remember as a cafe. And the 40 woman to Mama and Farmer and the brother and the members. Yes, we are 3 hours my MPP. Miss Anamami.
Okay, Martin. Maybe said the Barawa. Mami Cornes comes. Hello, good morning.
The international journalist.
Yes, sir.
Kwesi Wilson.
Odisha Badiana. Right.
One Bob Remedy, Odisha Benny, number 1.
But it's your mommy, Yanko.
You, but you could to the Mamma Paba. Remum, you catch you and say, Maban, yet you be any part of a cow. You need that baby. I want to kiss me. I pack out one to the baby. I need to hear what baby you say. And this is Mahama, Ewohono. Not COVID, am I into the assembly show with a pack and Faman Fato. Maybe they will could tabla pate. Every almost a capitation that was anti-mem at Abre, men and Nepia, the Wayare Ya. You didn't air call anyone to say, or for not because of capitation to change our baby. And so I have Fabian only in front of
one well made. Mame Cornes corner so. I'm a Cornes corner so quickly. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay, I'm okay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hey, then I'll tell you, man. As I'll tell you. I'm in winship. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Morning, offer.
Yes, I'm first and everything.
Miss Free Kumasi, IPT.
Okay, it's your pay.
Where you bought of our Kuja to a Brakwa Basso. Me a man pa say o unita papa Ghana. In Yanusita, there is Ghana be changing. Me bomba say NDC the power a few.
Yo, Mati, but that's it. I'm in for last one. I'm in for last call. I'm for last call. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello? Yeah, hello. Okay, Mati. Honorable, so address that one for me. But I cannot say.
Yeah. Me tribal politics and bigoted politics. I don't do that. Me campaign on issues, evidence, track record. I believe, sir, your politics are here, you know. It should be about ideas. Me nyeti say MPP running made Napo Oko Nofa. Now we're quite catcher and some force omonto aba ema baumia because oye nodna na eye haram omonto amana eye haram because omunya na ye Muslims. When you do that kind of politics, no, until we be share a Christopher, and then I'll be catch you. Okay, it catches up with you, and any idea so a boy or mine. We are one people. Common destiny. I don't engage in that kind of politics. Okay. If he's looking, I mean, I can tell, say, oh, yeah, people, or person, or directed that advice here, on directing money running mate. The running mate backward, incendiary, divisive politics. I am what on my way.
Okay. Me we say after you marking the majority leader or the cartel be about some parliament. NDC for Mboko Parliament as a Monko Parliament. I pick one on that.
Afenyo marking. The way I Orashi call Supreme Court, maybe I'm a joint Obe friend Mame, Chief Justice, now about Betina Parliament, a Parliament, a convening Parliament.
Oh, say court and Parliament.
Koye, Dede, attack speaker, Didi speaker, term, all of that, I feel or chiro petition or pass speaker cho, says speaker ya pacho, and all listing and yama or pesa ya be ya crap on listing yama papa.
No man, papa. Because I have the list here.
Yambra nembe ye tax waivers. Can you believe that? On mine we are one running or mine into bankruptcy, one mismanage on my way, and you want us to come and give more tax waivers to your cronies. Tax waivers in T. Then Omuyi, the Honorable Kweku Kwatin. Because Honorable Kweku Kwatin says that, look, this is not, I can't live with my conscience. It's not in the national interest. And they removed him from the finance committee. One who say advice now, you move with my dada. Say the same way, no. You respect the speaker ruling. Let's have a political negotiated path forward. Let's show respect to each other. This Takashi tactics, media, Minami judiciary, my appointee MPP parliamentary candidates like Gaiwu to the judiciary, and say I can run to them. You see where it has brought you. I feel the Ucho petition. Now you know that Chief Justice and to me convene Parliament. And say Okoya now by what has Afenyo Makin achieved.
I see.
And yeah campaign. The Ghanaian people want to hear campaign. Yeah campaign. Tell them about Ashanti region.
It's a Parliament.
Make work or me Ashanti region. Me spend the whole week. Yeah, campaign to do. The Ghanaian people want to hear from us. What we will do, our manifesto, more explanations, 24-hour economy, Women's Development Bank, no fee stress. They want to understand the whole abolition of taxes, e-levy, no COVID levy, emissions tax, the betting tax, send a abolition, how quickly may consequences almost suffer the VRA spillage disaster. How would they be compensated? How would they be resettled? Into things like that.
Okay,
those are our priorities.
Honorable Medasi and the Anope, we are for Honorable Samuel Kuyata Blackwell, MP, Northern constituency, former Deputy Education Minister. Honorable Yako, Shakama, we in the minute, then the Ghana from Casamami. There's a minute, then the Ghana from Casamami.
Yo, Ghana for Yadamunyanase, Mwankasamuhu, the way Akua Asieduaa government, we almost say or minor. Yensua say, Yankola so or more poison or more. And Niema Yen Hunda, Yen Teda, debt exchange program. And Ashanti region, a lot of businessmen, or Musika, or more investments. The AC importers, Ukraine macra want to me from the ports. Taxes, Bibria, or more Mukase, or more movie from taxation to production. Ababaye moving from taxation to robbery, or more Jessica, at gunpoint, literally and figuratively. Until the time for change is here. You're per leader or bekanokre, you're per leader or what track record, you're per leader or what tima on Makwine for the kind of corruption, the kind of state capture. Akoso, the way Bibia say should be exchange rate in a war. Under President Mahama, it was 1:4. They say 1:17. Should unemployment from 8% to 14.7%. Until on my way, you hear resetting. You hear leader or be ababe jayen. Or did no credit integrity and high moral standards to revive the fortunes of our country. This is not a country, a country that should be struggling, a country that cannot feed its people. Sebi, a monocry aircraft from India, Adena Ghana, as I say, a crack a mo. Me baby, I'm free, a veime rice, I will collapse. Look, a mo, a bet to me. Grow in all the regions of our country. I bet to me near a more. I don't think imported expired rice. Edema and color. We have enormous potential. Nyame Ashrayen. All we need is the right leadership. And President Mahama, Vice President, Professor Nana Jenopoko Ajiman represent that hope for our country.
Honorable Medasi and Anope. My guest this morning has been Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, MP. Northern constituency, meeting at the Kwesi Park Wilson. And I'm going to ask some Brevard seen tons of messages. Many sentiments kind and I'm going to ask. I'm not much now. The best thing with another edition of OBT. Have a good morning.